Morning traders, it's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signal, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's Wednesday, and I would say practically the start of the week. Simply according the economic calendar, Monday and Wednesday and Tuesday we didn't have a lot of events. Be focused because we could have a very good opportunities till the end of the week. So let's take a look what's going on the calendar and check the charts. Wednesday core CPI, we start 1:30 p.m. GMT for the US dollar. CPI Consumer Price Index is on a monthly basis, but still very important event. Interest rate decision, one of the most volatile events on the market in general. For Canadian dollar, 3 p.m. GMT. Crude oil inventories. Crude oil is performing very interesting because we actually had a gap on the top. We're gonna check in about a minute and started pushing down. Crude oil inventories 3:30 p.m. GMT. Thursday we have interest rate decision in the Eurozone 12:45 GMT. Initial jobless claims 1:30 p.m. ECB press conference exactly the same time, and 3 p.m. job openings report, also important for a labor market. Friday gross domestic product for UK on monthly, yearly and quarterly basis. Manufacturing production exactly the same time. All the events about the Great British Pound 7 a.m. PPI for the US the 1:30 p.m. employment change 1:30 p.m. and for Canada the same time like the US report. And this is how we're gonna finish the week. So Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, guys, follow the markets because it's gonna be interesting. What about the charts? Your US dollar broken actually the support level. Right now the price is staying, I would definitely say, nowhere. 1.1872. I've been expecting to see continuation to the upside. Right now the US dollar is still pushing to the upside, so respectively speaking pushing the euro US dollar to the downside. But be careful by taking short trades on the euro US dollar because, as we all know, the Federal Reserve is printing a lot of money and probably is going to continue print money. And what is going to happen? Obviously the US dollar value could go significantly down. GBP USD, so it's much more clear, slight correction to the downside. It's not so slight 400 pips, but compared to 1400 pips, it's actually slight. Still I would wait the Great British Pound to reach 1.37, then I'm going to start considering and looking for buy opportunities on the Great British Pound, just because for now there is nothing to support this level that we are stating on right now. Australian US, pretty interesting, still holding the support level. I want to see how the price is going to react around this level, 0.7655, still holding it. We saw yesterday good push to the upside, but the price is going down today. We can see continuation to the upside in the afternoon, pretty possible, in order to start heading to 0.7822. I am absolutely bullish on the Australian dollar, as the same on the New Zealand dollar, even though the drop of the New Zealand dollar is much bigger than the Australian one. But 0.71, very big round number and very clear support level, is definitely something that you have to take into consideration. So if the price holds this level, 0.7239 is going to be easy to reach. So very important where the US dollar is going to head to this week. But I think the direction is kind of obvious. What's more interesting is USD Canadian and crude oil, especially crude oil. We talked on Monday about closing the gap here on the top, so it closed that, and there is a lot of potential just to continue going down because there was no major correction recently, especially last week when we saw crude oil going up with $8.5 per barrel for 3-4 days, which is crazy. And crude oil is heading to 59.80 after closing the gap. We actually talked about reaching $60 per barrel again, so absolutely possible to see crude reaching $60 per barrel. And then of course, good buy opportunity, one last squeeze of the crude oil is pretty possible. So if we see crude continue go down to $60 per barrel, so Canadian goes down, and this is what's holding USD Canadian right now and making this currency pair ranging, because simply USD is getting weaker because of the Federal Reserve, of course, but at the same time crude is getting weaker because of the crude oil drop, and this is, as you can see, this is the reflection of the USD Canadian chart. And for now, I am leaving USD CAD and just waiting to see more clear movements on the USD CAD, and then I'm definitely going to take an action, because USD CAD is usually very, very clear currency pair, but for now, it's not so much. USD Swiss, nice drop yesterday, absolutely 100. These are 110 pips from the top, and pretty possible to start dropping from here. Absolutely, I am still bearish on the USD Swiss, exactly because of the Federal Reserve reason. As you can see, if you zoom out a bit, you're gonna see how big this downtrend is, and how actually often these corrections against the downtrend are, and how big and clear they are. So no correction, there is a correction, and as you can see, there are no higher highs here, so it's not an uptrend. Exactly the same here. So absolutely, USD Swiss, I'm looking for short opportunities on the USD Swiss, and this could be very, very potential. And one of my last currency pair I'm following always, USD Japanese Yen. Exactly the same situation like the USD Swiss. No, nothing pretty much to discuss here. The USD Japanese is making this movements as usual. 800 pips here, 450 here. So we are in a downtrend. Yeah, some people are asking me, is this an uptrend? So I wouldn't consider that as an uptrend yet. If we see a strong drop to the downside and then clear higher low, then yes, we can talk about an uptrend, but now absolutely no. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed these videos. Of course, share us and like us on the social medias. This is how you're going to help our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, just of course get back to me. Have a very profitable week, and bye bye.